Hi Kasia,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
My name is Nastya, and first question, what style of clothes do you prefer?
I prefer to wear like blouses and skirts and dresses. I don't like to wear jeans too often, but I have to because it's cold.
Okay, do you have a sweet tooth?
Very much so, yes. There's a separate stomach for dessert, and I can always eat a lot of cake.
What do you prefer in cinematography?
I prefer to watch funny films, probably nothing too complicated, because I find films quite hard to follow sometimes.
What Russian sports do you find funniest?
I like Zeloni, which is green. it sounds very funny to me.
What kind of music do you like?
I like probably rock music or indie music, lots of drums.
What Russian food do you like?
I like, is it syrniki? But I'm a vegetarian and a lot of Russian food has meat in it, so sometimes it's hard.
Good. What symbol of Halloween do you like the most?
I think the pumpkin is my favourite symbol because it's a tradition to carve a pumpkin at Halloween, and yeah, when you see a pumpkin you know it's Halloween.
Very good.
Okay, do you like handmade things?
Yes, I like handmade things because you know that a lot of effort has gone into them and someone's put the time in.
What things have you already made?
For Christmas last year I made my friends a jewellery box each. It took a long time.
Okay, what do you find the most interesting in the history of Petrozavodsk?
So I learned that Petrozavodsk was made, well, it was supposed to be a place just for factories, and it was going to be part of Finland, and that's why it has its own language, but then it didn't work out, so it's part of Russia.
Okay, what city in Russia do you like most of all?
I think I like Petrozavodsk most of all so far. That's been my favourite.
What is your favorite color and why?
Maybe blue, because I don't know why. It's pretty.
What is your favorite holiday?
So I went to Italy a few months ago, and I went to Rome, to Florence and to Venice. So that was really nice because I got to see three cities.
Okay, what did you see all the monuments in Petrozavodsk?
Unfortunately I haven't had time to go sightseeing just yet, but hopefully I will soon.
Can you tell us the funniest story that had happened to you in Russia?
So last year I went to Vladimir, and we stayed in a hostel, and all my friends and I were asleep, and then there was some guy came into our room at about 3 o'clock in the morning with a hairdryer, and he started blowing the hairdryer everywhere, and we had to try and get him out.
Okay.
Do you know some national Russian sport games?
Unfortunately not. Sorry.
Do you find Russian landscape picturesque, and why?
Yes, I think so. There's a lot of trees here, a lot of greenery, trees that we don't have in England, so it's interesting to see them.
Okay. Why did you travel to Russia the first time?
My first time in Russia was last summer, so last year, and we went to Vladimir.
What sides of Petrozavodsk do you find the most interesting?
I really like the lake, and it has the statue, which probably has a name, but I don't know.
What places in Petrozavodsk do you find the most interesting?
Again, probably the lake, and there's a lot of parks here which are nice to walk around.
What do you feel about the time zones?
It's quite hard because in England now it's 3 hours behind, so it's quite hard to speak to my family sometimes because they're at work or asleep, but yeah, it's okay.
In what orchestra do you take part?
So I played for my university's orchestra and we travel around, so we've been to Germany and there was a trip to China, but unfortunately I couldn't go, so it's quite good.
That's cool. What's your favorite kind of sport?
I really like swimming, so I swim on my university's team and we do a lot of competitions all around England.
And the last question, what kinds of sport do you do in Trozlos?
So I do swimming and I'm also looking into joining the gym, so hopefully that will work out, and I think my friend mentioned something about dance classes which will be good to do soon.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.